Hey guys, welcome back to Easeldoesitstudio. So today we're going to do something totally different that I have never done on my channel. So I bought this mold at Michael's. It was on clearance and it's a picture frame and a holder. So the frame is very thin and then it's got a little stand. So I am going to do the water slides today. So I have got a picture of my youngest son and his buck, and I sealed it because I have an inkjet printer, and this is the water slide decal paper, and it is clear, and I got these on Amazon. So there's this one brand, Sunny Scopa. So this is going to get put into this mold, and then I'm going to fill the top with clear, and then we'll do a color in the base. So that's pretty straightforward. So I did do two coats of clear spray sealer. I use the gloss. You can use matte. It doesn't matter. I just don't like to use Mod Podge because then you see the brush marks, even in the resin. So we're going to use this one because we had to seal this one. So I'm going to cut that out. And then I have got this water slide paper, and it's no need spray. It is for inkjet printer because that's what I have, and it is in the clear. So I just printed out my image, and I should have had it go to the edge of the paper, and I didn't. So what I did was I just kind of did a jagged around it, and then this is going to lay down like this once we wet it. So I have a tub here of some lukewarm water. Let me get this one cut out first. So I don't know, I'm assuming this, I made 6 ounces for this mold. I made 4 for this. I'm assuming it's not going to take it, but that's what I mixed up. All right, so I'm just going to, and I was a little bit rusty trying to remember what I was supposed to be doing here. Because I've only done this very few times, but I've never done a video on my channel of this. So, now I could have used my paper cutter, which probably would have been the smarter thing to do. But, so both of my boys have had big bucks. So this is the only one that I could find. Because, you know, my computer is not very organized at all. Yeah. I'm just not, you know, I'm not that technically savvy person. I just am not. You know, I had somebody say I should learn to edit my videos. Well, yeah, I probably should, but I don't know how, and I really don't have time to sit and do that. So when you are using a clear water slide, you have to have a light background. Anything that is dark will disappear in the resin. So I am going to do this one clear because it's a photo. This one, I am going to use this Color Pour resin in teal. I've never used this before. I didn't even know I had it. I just found it up on my shelf. So we're going to coat this one with the sea turtles with this. So this lip around will be this teal color, and I'm hoping that it matches. So, I don't know. This could be an epic fail. Who knows? All right. So, and this one, like I said, I made 6 ounces. So, basically, you put these down in the water, and then when they start to separate, you place them where you want them and then slide the backing off. So, let's just do that. And it doesn't take very long at all. And then we have to wipe, you know, we've got to let that dry before we, all right, so this is already coming off. See that? So, and let's see. Let me try to straighten it out. Get it. And then we can squeegee. I'm just trying to get the curled edge up here. All right, so I'm gonna lay that in there like so. And like I said, I haven't done this in a dog's age, so we might have some wrinkles, guys. I'm just saying. I have not done this in forever, and this, and you got to be careful because this will tear. So you just want to get all of your wrinkles out if possible. You know, maybe I was supposed to pull it the other way. I can't remember. Would help if I read the paper, right? The packet. Let me see which way I was supposed to do that. This one doesn't say. And this one, cut the image with scissors, submerge the decal in the water. Take the decal out of the water, set it on the desired position, image side facing down on the substrate. Okay, so I did do it right. Okay. So it's, you know, it's not going to be 100% perfect, but let's try to make sure we have all the water out. Make sure I have no water anywhere, so when I get ready to pour my resin, so that's going to be the image. It's a little crooked on the bottom, but you know, first attempt, we're going to just go with it. Yes, we are. I ain't going to worry about the little things. All right, and you know, it's like anything. The more that you do, I'm going to put this one in this way and just see if this makes a difference. Now, this one is running, and it says no, that you don't need to seal it. But as you can see, it is running. But we're going to go with it because it said no. There we go. That's how it's supposed to go. And nope. So we're just going to take this right off. And I am going to have to seal this. All right. Well, don't listen to what that package says because they lie. I mean, maybe if it's dried for 24 hours, maybe, but, all right, so let me put you on a pause, and I'm going to go get that sprayed so it can dry while we work on the other one. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I sealed it once, but I sealed it good. So let's get this one. And I've got my resin sitting here. So hopefully we have no water underneath. So if this comes out somewhat okay, I will do it another image. But I might do it where the image is going to go over the layer of resin. I do have some bubbles in here, so I don't know. This one is probably going to be a flop, and I can already see that it's going to divot. I just want to make sure that where these little bubbles are, there's no water under there. I don't know. I think we're going to have a fail. I think so. All right. We're just going to get this poured, this resin. I did run it through the debubbler. It's getting warm. So, and then I will have to top coat the back. But, you know, maybe and I should have put gloves on, and I didn't. Oh, you know, it's just been one of those days. So the wrinkles aren't showing too bad. So what I should have done is I thought of this. I should have got everything ready for like tomorrow's video. But, you know, when you want to try something, you want to try it, right? All right. Get those bubbles out. Give that a spray. And I'm gonna color the base. So let's do the Eye Candy Sucio Blue. So I have almost 2 ounces left in that. So if I have to take a little from that one, I will. But yeah, I wanted to see how this frame was going to look. So this is getting warm. The other one's probably getting warm. All right, so I'm gonna spray this and let's get her poured. And I'm gonna just pour a little bit more in here, and we'll just stir that around. Well, I guess this was deceiving. Yeah, because this base is taking a lot more than I thought. Might as well just get one done and filled before I start the next one. Okay, so I'm just going to slide this one down. Oh, all right. So that is still wet. So what I'm going to do is I wanted to do that in that light blue, but I need the image to be down and the resin's getting hot. So let me, all right, I might have to end up doing this one in a couple of layers. So let's get this squirted in. Let me just grab some cheapy gloves right here, since my hands are doing good while I push my luck. All right, so let's, because this is getting really hot, so I want to get this poured. But I figured this would be kind of like ocean-y color. So I am going to try and just get around the edges. And then if I let this set up, then I won't have to worry about cutting that. I can just lay it in there and we'll just pour. I'm going to let that cure, and All right, so we'll let that cure like that. I'll put another coat on that picture. I'll let that dry. And when this is like, you know, semi-dry, then we will come back and put the decal on, and then do another, you know, finish filling it at that point. So if I had something different that it didn't matter if the image was on the top, I could have poured a thin layer, but this mold is the opposite. So let me see, what do we have here? We've got almost 3 ounces. Almost. So we can do a little hippo. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. Let's see. This is 2.7. We'll have enough to do the big snake. We'll just do that. And I will add another color in here. Let's see. We'll pour a little bit in here. And I'll make a dark blue and that yeah, we'll do like a two-tone. All right. All right, and I'm gonna pour this right into that. I'm gonna swirl it, and we're gonna see what we get. And the dark might take over, but we'll see. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of marbling. I don't know if it will stay, but yeah, we are. We're getting a little bit. All right, now I gotta scrape. But see how much thicker. Oh, and I almost forgot, guys. Craftor has given me a special link. If you guys want 2 gallons of the epoxy resin for $42.99, the link will be in the description, and it is only good till the 25th. So they asked if I wanted an exclusive discount for you guys, and I said absolutely. And I am making a mess. What is new? What is new, pussycat? All right. So yeah, you don't have as long of a work time with the Craftor for sure, especially making it as thick as I did. But I love, love, love the resin. And I like the fact that it is food safe. All their resin is food safe. So, all right, so I guess we're just gonna leave it because that resin is already getting thick. So, yeah. Just give that a little spritz in case there's any bubbles. And I will be back probably after dinner. I am trying something new. My daughter had got it at one of the fairs last year, and she absolutely loved it. It was a baked potato, and you scoop out the potato, and then you put, she used turkey, and then gravy, and then the mashed potatoes that you took out, then stuffing, another layer, and then you bake it in the oven, and when it comes out, you put a scoop of cranberry sauce on the top. So it sounded good. We had smoked turkey this weekend, so I was like, well, we have leftovers, let's try it. So yeah, my baked potatoes are in the oven now, and as soon as we're done with those, then I'll come down, we'll get this part done, because I got to make sure that is more cured, because I'm putting the water, you know, on there. So what I might do is pop this in my curing machine to get that dried, get it cured, and then when I come back, we can finish. So that is the plan, guys. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, so I'm back. This had the second coat on it. I just trimmed the edges since it's the sides aren't going to show. I mixed up another 6 ounces just because I wanted to make sure, and if we have some extra, we'll just make another snake. So we're going to put this back in some water. And the water's cool now, so it might take a little longer. Okay. It is starting to release. So we will lay it down. Okay. There we go. Get a paper towel here. And we're just gonna very gently squeegee out any water that is underneath. All right. And then once we demold these, I will just top coat them with a little bit of the tabletop resin, so they'll have a nice hard scratch-free surface on top of this sticker. So I could have done a clear layer and cured it and then put it down, and then, so there's different ways that you can do it. I had never done it this way, so that's why I chose to do it this way this time. But I've still got these, so we'll do these in something, and I'll do the thin layer first, just so we can see, you know, if they come out smoother, because there are some wrinkles in here, but I think it's just because it had nothing shiny, slippery underneath to grip on. And I am being careful around the edges so that I don't dislodge that rim. Okay. So we're gonna, I've got my resin already mixed. So I'm just scraping the excess off, and then we'll put that same blue. I'm hoping that it's light enough. It should be for this to show through. Because I wanted to try to keep it, you know, with like an oceany color instead of just white. So yeah, we'll try it with the blue, and then if it, you know, it doesn't look good, then we can next time do it on a white. So when you're doing the clear, you definitely need a light background. They do have the white water slides. The only thing with the white water slide is if you don't have something that you, like these, that you could cut completely around it, or unless you're doing like a full decal, you will see the white. But that you can pour the black on. So, and then there is a way of doing these where you can spray paint and pull them off differently. So we'll probably try that too down the road. Now that I remember I have these, we can try different things with them. So I'm gonna give that a good squirt, and we will see, because I do want this to be, you know, an opaque. And I don't even know where I got those, guys. I'm assuming I got them on Amazon eons ago, so I am not like 100% sure where I got them. And that's still a little light. Give another good squirt. So my new concoction that I did for supper was so good. It was like a Thanksgiving dinner in a big potato. So I did take some photos. If I can remember, I will put them at the end of this video. So, yeah. And don't forget about the special link for the Bond Crafter, the 2 gallons of Bond Crafter resin for, it's 40% off. So it comes to like $42.99 for 2 gallons, guys. That's amazing. And this resin is really, really good. Okay, so we got this all done. Oh, I'm not going to spray this with alcohol just because I don't know if it will do anything to this. So we're just going to we're gonna just pour. And I am so glad that I made 6 ounces because I actually could have probably made 7, but it's good enough. So yeah. Alrighty, we will let this cure and I will be back on demold. And this one's looking good. It's, you know, it's already, it's soft, but it's firm. You know, like I could pick it up, see? So that one's not looking too bad, even though it's got the wrinkles in it. So I'm hoping when I flip it over and I put the top coat, it might cover some of those wrinkles, but we'll see. Alrighty, I'll be back on demold. Alrighty, guys, let's see what we've got here. We're gonna do Mr. Snake first. Because we know he should be cute. And we've got a nice tail. Little bit of overage, which I knew. And look at that. He is really, really cute for an ugly snake. Because I don't like snakes. I do not. I do not. All right, so let me just color his eyes. I am surprised on these molds that we get no bubbles. As intricate as that this part is. And there we have it. Our little snaky dude. All right, let me move him over here. Let's do this one first. All right, so definitely a white background would make it show more. Definitely. But as I thought, you can feel the indents from this. So don't get that mold, guys, because it's not the greatest. I still do have a little bit of room, so I probably will fill this with white. I'm gonna top coat it anyways. It's probably gonna run over, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm not impressed with that at all. For $3, you know, what do you expect, right? So the base looks good, and this is in the mold, so I saw that when but this is how that would go. Or you could put it like that, and then you could put like a sticker with the person's name or whatever the photo, you know, is. But I don't know. I don't even know if I'm gonna. I might just redo it. I'm not sure. I don't know, guys. Let's see this one. And this one we're going to have line around the edge because I let it completely cure. See, you can see the faint line. But that came out pretty good. And I don't mind those little wrinkles because it is underwater. So I will mix up a little bit of clear resin, and we will definitely coat this. I don't know as I like the color that I chose, but I mean, it's okay. It is definitely okay. I should have rounded this. But, you know, I might actually even be able to fix this when I add some resin. So we'll see. This is... I don't know. So I think but maybe I just coat this with a white and then we can put it this way. Get a paper towel here so I can... So yeah, maybe instead of just doing a back coat, I do it in white. It's just the picture's going to be flipped. That's the only thing, but... Because I definitely have to seal this part. All right, so I'm going to get my, my tabletop resin because it's thicker. And I'm thinking maybe 1.5 ounces for the base. I'll mix up 3 ounces and, yeah, I'll mix up 3 ounces and we'll see where we, you know, how far I can go with that. So let me get that mixed up and I'll be right back. Okay. So I ended up mixing 4 ounces just because I'm not sure how much it's going to take, and I'd rather have more than not enough. So I am going to try to top coat this because I can always spray paint the back in white. So, and what I did is I pulled out some of these green crushed glass, and I'm just going to outline the sides of this tray. So let's see, it just so I figure if I can place them, then I'm not mixing up too much. Yeah, I think that'll be, and it'll just give it some of that green that's in here. All right, so. All right. And this is the tabletop, so it's very bubbly, but we will get those bubbles out. I just wanted to make sure that the stones had like resin all over them. Because they shouldn't move once, whoa, you know, because they're heavy, so they should stay pretty much where I put them. And that way there, we're still going to have, you know, the trinket tray, but it will just kind of cover that little area that I didn't like. And now I'm second guessing the color of these stones because they're kind of transparent. And I do want to make sure that they're kind of flat on the top. All right. So now we're just going to pour some of this in. And I want it to be a fairly thin layer. I'm still trying to figure out all of this, you know, like top coating, how much I need. I haven't done a lot of it, so but what I was thinking is if I have enough, I can, I'll just pour that mold again with a clear layer. And then I can just do it like another picture over it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have way too much, but that's okay. And I don't want any like open areas. I want the bottom of this completely covered. We did have a little bubble there, but all right, so that is looking good. Okay. And move this back here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this paper towel, so if it does run over, it's not going to like spread over my whole table, hopefully. Because we do have some divots, so yeah, I do not know. Put that more in the middle. All right, here goes nothing, guys. And you know what? I should have taped. I should have taped. Maybe it's not too late. Let's see. Like I said, I don't even know if that tape is going to stay. Just making a barrier. I'm gonna get this side because we're close. Oops. Oh, that's running off over there. This is what you call flying by the seat of your pants right here, guys. Let me tell you. I just want some sort of a little bit of a barrier. I would rather have a sharp edge than have this just run all over. Just because this mold is so screwed up. All right. All right, just give us a little bit of a dam. All right. Here we go. Now, this might make it to the point where it's too thick to go in the holder. I'm hoping not. I mean, even if it leaks a little bit, it's, you know, it's gonna at least help it from going all the way down and losing everything that we have on the top. Just because this mold is so wonky. This will work. And then I can just spray paint the back in white and we'll see how it looks. Because like right there's a really high spot. Oh my gods. Yeah, I only used an ounce. All right. So I'm probably so this should stop, like it should thicken up within like 15-20 minutes. And I'm just gonna just put an extra little piece of tape there. Okay. So now we wait and see. So let me take this cheap ass mold and oh, I wished I had something to put underneath it. Oh well. And I mean, the mold's not even perfect either, but I'm just gonna see if we can get a thin layer in here. And then I can put the picture on top. And then give it another coat. Oh, shoot. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I wanted to color this first layer. So I am just gonna, we'll pop a light color of alcohol ink in here once I get the bubbles out. All right, let me just all right, that leaves me like a really thin layer. So we have a little drippage right here. All right. Talk about doing this on the fly, guys. All right. Let me get my heat gun here. All right. It's definitely too thin to use the torch. A few little Klingon bubbles. I have one. There we go. See, the resin is trying to pool in the center because of that hump right there. But hopefully okay. And maybe I'll just use the all right, so let me get some light alcohol ink. And all right, let's try, because I won't put his picture in this. I want to see if I can get and then I'll put some and let me grab another color. I'm just trying to keep it like somewhat light but have some sort of a color in the background. And let's see. Got yellow and a citrus green. Let's just, and then what I'll do is I'm just gonna give this a swirl. And we will see. So I do want to get a good frame mold, but we'll see how this one plays out. Oh, I've never used this one. This is citrus green. And then I'll put more pink. And then I'll just do the white on everything. And we'll swirl it. And we'll just let her be. All right. Just trying to fill in them little bald spots. Okay. And I will just do some more. All right. So I'm gonna let that sit. This one is looking okay. That one's looking pretty good. All right. So it's kind of pretty like that, like a tie-dye, but all right. And then we can see how that looks. It's a little darker than I wanted it to be, but it's pretty. Just do a little bit more white on the edges. one more dot of white, and that's it. And we'll just leave her. Let that move a little bit. Okay, guess we're gonna leave this. And that's pretty much stopped dripping. Just don't want the resin to stick to that cup. If I can help it. I got something in here. All right. I'm just gonna leave it. And I will be back. Oh crap, I still have a little bit. So I am just going to pour it into this base. And I'm just gonna color this with some red, all the magenta. And we'll just pour what we can. Because I have no clue what we're gonna do with it, but come on. Oh, there we go. No. Yeah, now we got it. Jeez. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna keep the towel here. Oop. And I'm gonna try and get a thin layer in here. And then we'll just pour. And then I can always add something else to it after. As I make a mess. Sorry, I'm off camera a little bit, guys, but I only got so much workspace here. All right. And that was dumb because I want to use my lighter to get these bubbles. So I'm gonna have to give it a minute for the alcohol to dissipate. So you can do projects with this tabletop resin. See, that's what happens when you use alcohol in a lighter. Well, I guess it's not dissipating quite as fast, so yeah, we'll use the heat gun. So yeah, I did that so that I could show the new ones what happens when you use alcohol. I mean, if you give it a good 10 minutes or so, you'll be fine, but yeah, it will literally catch on fire. So now, while this is setting up, I can figure out what I'm gonna do for that. All right, so this is gonna have some bubbles, but you know, it is what it is. It is a thick resin, and that's just a little tiny area in there, so it's really hard to, you know, get them bubbles. And where's my pokey stick? I'm just kind of trying to blend some of that alcohol down into the little crevices here. Hopefully we can get some of those popped. But we can always put it to the back too, so. Alrighty, that is it, guys. I'm gonna let this set, and I will be back when this is fully set. Making sure that little divot fills back in. Okay, there we go. I just didn't want a bald spot. All right, I'm just gonna leave it because that's not dripping over there. So it's pretty much stopped oozing. So, all right, I'll be back. Alrighty, guys, I am back, and this one here I'm calling a fail because, yeah, it's just, so I spray painted one side, and I've still got but you can see the picture came out amazing, but my resin ran over I've got some overspray on here that I've got to clean up once this dries, but yeah, it doesn't fit in the base. Yeah, it's a piece of crap. But this is salvageable. So this one looks good. I had one rogue little stone float, but other than that, you know, there's a few little bubbles on the edges. It's not perfect by any means, but, you know, it's at least you can see the picture, and that was the whole point of this video. So I don't know if I'm even going to try to put something on this one because that one is so bumpy. I don't even know if it's worth adding like more resin or not. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think, if, you know, I should try to put something on there and add another coat. I don't know. This one came out pretty good. I am going to take my Dremel and I'm going to go around the edges of this, and I will probably just put with my glove, a thin coat of UV resin over the top. But I mean, other than that, I like it. I don't particularly like the color per se, but you know, it is what it is. And you know, this one, I'm gonna try it again. I'm gonna get a different frame so that we can do it again. I ended up using the back because the front just didn't look good. So, yeah. And I tried, you know, like sanding it, and it's so thin that it's bendy, and yeah. So I'm going to call that one a fail. This one is, it's okay. But yeah, so I don't know. Let me know if you guys think I should try something else in here. I don't know. Let me grab a sticker or two and see if it would. No, I don't even know. Like, even if we put some of these peacocks, I don't know. I get so bummed out when something doesn't work, and then I just get frustrated and want to give up. So I don't know. The peacocks might look. All right. Let's try a couple and see. I mean, that might look okay. You know, maybe a couple. All right, I want 3 different. I'll probably do this one because it's, they're all looking the same way, except for that one. All right, let's cut this one and see. You know, I'll go through all this and then it's gonna be all wonky anyways. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, what to do, what to do. Sorry about my creaky floors. I don't know. I don't know, guys. If I had like one big peacock, maybe. So I don't know. I guess I'm just going to leave it like that for now. Let me know in the comments if you think I should add something. I'll see what I've got and I can always finish this on my next video. So yeah. And I'm not even going to get any close-ups, guys. Just because it isn't the greatest. I mean, overall, the wrinkles all disappeared, so I am pleased with that. And you know, I know that once I get the overspray, because I didn't, you know, I didn't take the time to tape it. So yeah, I don't know. There was stuff on the other side. I don't know. It doesn't look good. So I will let that dry and then I will see what I can do and sand it or whatever, but yeah, pretty much it's junk. Alrighty, guys. I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.